Hey guys, it's Julia. It's day one. How are you doing? I hope everything is going well for you. So I just wanted to come in here real quick and give you some tips and tricks to survive your day one with flying colors. So I liked to make everything into like cakes at the beginning of the day, so everything was just ready and done. So if you want to do that, I think that it will set you up for some huge success. If you basically, I couldn't ever eat any of the bars, so I had to make everything into like these shake cakes. So I basically would just dump anything, like let's say it was the oatmeal. I would mix it with like 3 to 4 tablespoons of water, heat up my handy dandy little waffle maker. And we're just gonna do 3 tablespoons, maybe 4. And I'd mix it up. Who else is with me with doing waffles? I feel like waffling, everything tastes better as a waffle. So, and like I said, if you can't have bars because you get an allergy of some kind, this is going to be a good option for you. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna heat up. You don't have to have one of these waffle makers. We just kind of like them. In the page, hi Ann. How are you doing? So you just basically put it in here. I'm gonna let this thing cook up while I talk. Hopefully I won't burn it. And we'll save that for later. So you can put these in little containers later on. What I did here, this is a strawberry shake cake. And I just basically put 3 tablespoons of water in it and put it in the microwave for a minute. This one, I mixed a brownie and an oatmeal together and put enough water in so it would hold together. And then I baked it for like 1.5 minutes, and then I just cut it in half. So half of a fueling there, so there's 3 fuelings there. This one is a yogurt berry blast. I like the yogurt berry blast. They get pretty nice and crispy, and if you wanted to, you could cut it in half and put it in the toaster, which is kind of tasty. And then later on, like if you wanted to do like a half of a shake and then bake up a brownie, cut it in half and make it into a little parfait, that's kind of fun if you want to do that. But the other thing that I would do if it was your first day, and this is what I did, I would find some of our recipes. So we have, and I'll attach this later on, but we have this amazing Pinterest recipe guide that somebody put together. And it's got, you know, all the information as far as what is in here. But I really like this Instapot chipotle and chicken and cauliflower rice bowl. I love it because it makes 4 servings and my kids like it. I can make regular rice for them if they don't want to have my cauliflower rice, but check out the serving size on this thing. So this has got cheese, it's got the chicken, it's got some interesting ingredients. It's got these chipotle peppers and adobo sauce and some fire roasted tomatoes, but it's just got a lot of flavor going on. And so I make it and I separate it into 4 containers. So I've got everything done for me, you know, that day. And so I just would throw this in the microwave. The only thing that is missing is 1.5 ounces of avocado. But the key thing is if I'm hungry, then what I would do is I would just have a portion of this. So this is my whole fueling except for the avocados that I don't have right now. But I would just have a portion of this with one of my fuelings instead of waiting until later on. Does that make sense? So if you were, you know, struggling because it was your first day, you got a couple options. You can break up, you know, your lean and green. You can have, you know, half of it with the fueling earlier in the day and half of it later on just without. That's fine. You could break it into thirds. I have some people that like to do that. But you know, just know that you don't have to eat it. You don't have to wait. You can have your lean and green for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or you can have part of it with your fueling. You can have part of your vegetables, you know, with your fueling. Just make it easy on yourself. So if you also have noticed when you went over your kickoff call with your coach last night or Saturday, you have some other options for optional snacks. Now, the optional snack is the only time that we do not have, you know, food or a fueling. We don't try to eat in between, except for that optional snack. That's kind of your catch-all, like the first 3 to 4 days when you're not in fat burn yet. So you could have 3 sticks of celery for that optional snack. You could have some Jell-O. That was my personal favorite. Or you could have 2 dill pickle spears. If you don't know what the optional snack list is, Google's your friend. Google Optavia optional snack and you will be able to find it. I was also going to give you, so I did 2 meal prepping options this week for myself, so I don't have to cook it all this week. I did the Instapot Chipotle chicken rice bowl, and then I did the recipe that's also in here for these little mini brie and mushroom egg muffins. So 6 of these is leaner, and I could just eat these. So if I was really running late and having a long day, I would just take those out, heat up 6 of these, or I would have 3 of them with a fueling at one time and 3 of them without a fueling at another time. So just make sure you do that. And then you guys are all drinking your water today. That's your other catch-all. If you are hungry, the people that drink, you know, the most water, 64 is kind of your goal. Up to 100 is a great option. What I would do is get up to 64. And then maybe have, you know, your Powerade Zero or your Vitamin Water Zero or a Pellegrino water. These have 0 calories, 0 carbohydrates in them. But really, you know, just try to drink regular water. Save some money. Save some money. I mean, it's expensive to drink these waters. This, if you're having problems letting go of some caffeine, like I have some people that sometimes start with those Rockstar beverages that aren't all that great for you. These are the sparkling ice that have a little bit of caffeine in them. I think it's like 70 milligrams. And these have like a little bit of calories in them. So, you know, I wouldn't be going and drinking those things all day, but just stick with regular filtered water and you'll be good. Another thing that some people like to do is if they don't have the pickles, they don't have anything like that, they'll just get like a beef bouillon cube or chicken bouillon cube and heat it up with some hot water and, you know, sip on that, especially if it's cold outside. That's a good option. But, you know, all good advice. If you guys have any other advice, you can list it out below. I see Amanda on here. How's it going? But this is going to be our oatmeal waffle. So if you've never waffled the oatmeal, it's delicious. This is the apple one. So it smells like apple cinnamon in here. So you can, these are really portable and really easy to throw in. So once again, also if I just eat the waffle dry, but Walden Farms, if you're new to this page, is a really good option for pancake syrup. I like the regular Walden Farms. I think it's called Black Walnut. This is just the regular pancake syrup. It's not as good as the Black Walnut, but you can have 2 tablespoons equals 1 condiment of any Walden Farms product. So if you like having, you know, different kinds of, I haven't tried this one yet. This is a superfruit balsamic vinaigrette. It sounded kind of good. But it doesn't have any fat or any calories. I don't know how they make it, but it's pretty cool. So it doesn't count as anything other than a condiment. So it's not a fat because it doesn't have any fat in it, but it's just a really good thing if you like to have a good volume. But what I'll do with the waffle sometimes when I was on plan is I would have a tablespoon instead of 2 tablespoons because a tablespoon is more than enough. And that would just be half of a condiment. So let your coach know if you have any questions, but what I would do always, you know me, make sure you have all your stuff printed on the inside of your cabinets up where you can see it because you're going to use them all the time. So make sure you have your condiment guide printed out, you have your healthy fat guide printed out, you have your lean shrinkage chart printed out because you're going to use them all the time. And make sure you have a good food scale and have a backup food scale. This is my backup one because my other one died. So have a good day, guys, and let your coach know how you're doing. and make sure that you're communicating with them, you know, these first 4 days, and you're going to do great. Talk to you soon. Bye.